Hey there, this is Matt once again, and we're back to another review. This time it is a film I rented and I enjoyed so much I bought it, The Commuter, with Liam Neeson. Directed by Jaume Collet-Serra. Sarah, might have said his name wrong. This is the same guy who directed the House of Wax remake, which I enjoyed, Orphan, which I didn't mind, The Shallows, which is a shark movie. I quite enjoyed that. I reviewed that on this channel. He also did Nonstop with Liam Neeson, which I highly enjoyed. He also did, I want to say, Unknown, and maybe that film Run All Night, maybe, with Liam Neeson. I wasn't big on those two. Just those two weren't really for me. But this one, I quite enjoyed. It flopped when it came out, and it's not as good as Nonstop, because the third act has some logical issues that I'm like, huh? And it has, when the train, there's a part where the train derails. I know it's a spoiler, but you probably get that from the trailers. There's a second trailer, and it just, not that good of effects. Really not. It's definitely no subway scene in Money Train or Speed, which were very good. This, not so much. So that makes it a step down from Nonstop. But this and Nonstop, to me, are Liam Neeson's best films since The First Taken. I really do. It's my opinion. That's how I feel. Because I think the director does a really good job in sequences, like even the beginning, where it cuts to various days showing the daily parts of Liam Neeson's character with his wife and kids. And like, this one bit it's from one day, then this one bit it's raining, it's from another day, and one bit, you know, he's friendly with his wife, another they're arguing and they're talking about the tuition, and talked with Jonathan Baines, who's been in many films like 48 Hours, and it's like, oh, I recognize that guy. He's been in a lot of films back in the 80s. Cool to see him in this. It was just a nice way of introducing the life of this character. You know, him being on the train and, you know, talking with Jonathan Baines and reading different books, and he's reading books along with his son as he's going through school, and like, you get to know various parts of this person in a short amount of time. It's like an interesting way of doing a montage. Again, sorry, I'm doing this the same day. I'm recording a few other videos, and a bad case of the allergies, so I apologize for the itching. But I thought it was a nice way of introducing the life of this character. And right off the bat, I feel sorry for the character, because after 10 years, he's been fired. And the asshole's like, sometimes soldiers end up casualties. And he's in insurance. So right off the bat, I'm like, oh, you made me feel sorry for his character. We've gone through... And even the way that the titles, I thought was interesting, because it shows him walking through this, like, I don't want to say terminal, but this station. And like the people, bunch of people around him, then they slowly dissipate as he's walking, he's by himself, and there goes the commuter. I'm like, wow, that's okay. Like Nonstop, the director has some nice directing choices, which I appreciate. Like this one moment where he's looking through like these ticket stubs, and the camera like goes through a hole of a ticket stub. And again, it's more of a thriller than an action film, like Nonstop. I mean, hell, this could have been Nonstop too. Instead of on a plane, it's on a train. But I gotta admit, it worked for me. Again, the third act is wonky, but not enough for me to hate the film. Because I really like Liam Neeson's character. I like the situation. Supporting cast, you have Jonathan Baines. You have Patrick Wilson, as well as, was it, Vera Farmiga? They were both in The Conjuring. Sam Neill, he's in there for a little bit as like a captain of the police. Patrick Wilson is his buddy. Liam Neeson's character used to be in the police force many, many years ago. And the setup is he's on the train, he's going home, doesn't know what he's going to tell his wife because he's been fired. They don't have much money left. And his kid has a tuition. He doesn't know what he's going to do. And this woman comes up and offers him, like, hey, what if someone, rides the train a lot and, they find a person who doesn't belong. And the reason they want to find this person is that that person has stolen something that this other person wants. And maybe there'd be $25,000 in the bathroom right off the bat. And another $75,000 if you do just one thing. And she basically all vague, and Leonie's like, what the hell? And he goes in the bathroom, finds the money, and he's been thrust into this situation. And, his world goes upside down. And you have this nice pan through this whole train that he now has to search. And like this one stop, this person goes, they're watching you, and gives him the wedding ring of his wife. And they even do that old school, remember Jaws, the push in, but it's the pull back as well, when Roy Scheider, that shot, they do that kind of shot when he gets the wedding ring. It's that Jaws type of pull back or push in. I can't remember the last recent film that did that. So it was cool seeing stuff like that he did. And not to give everything away, but just the sort of stuff that happens, and you do get a little bit of fighting, but again, not much. This is one time where he fucks this guy out with a guitar, which I liked. There's one moment where he has a really good acting scene where he's playing cards. Well, someone's playing cards, and it's like, okay, deal me in. And he's getting on his last nerve, and he sort of just has to, just kind of lost and doesn't know what to do next, and doesn't know what he should do next after all this crazy stuff that's happened. And I really keep harping on the fact that I really liked his character. Like, there's one moment where he's talking with this asshole, and he says something like, on behalf of the American middle class, fuck you. And he gives a middle finger to this asshole. Like, asshole broker. I think that's when the movie won me over, that one bit. Again, I think it was like, on behalf of the American middle class, fuck you. He gives the middle finger this time. Made me laugh out. Made me laugh. Which is more I could say for a lot of recent comedies. And I'm like, okay, you've got me, movie. You got me, movie, with this kind of stuff. And I won't go through every single thing, but some stuff happens. I was enjoying the ride. Get into the third act. There's this very poor train destruction sequence in CG. And then, the final 15-20 minutes, it's after the train crash, they're still in the train car. This is more again the spoilers, folks, so be warned. And toss to the witness. Thought that was a decent scene. The cops come. Patrick Wilson comes, and I'm thinking, okay, I don't even know. There's something up with Patrick Wilson. He's a recognizable face. He's not in this just for 2 scenes and nothing. And, as where's this witness? You have sort of an I am Spartacus scene where, no, I am the witness. No, I am the witness. Patrick Wilson is part of the bad guys. Fights with Liam Neeson. I like that the witness and other people, passengers, try to help out. I like that. It's not just them standing with a thumb up their ass. Because some movies do that. But I like that this witness fights and other people fight. I like that. That was cool. Now the thing with the logic is, number one, what was Patrick Wilson thinking he was going to accomplish? Because there's even a sniper looking through, and like Patrick Wilson gets shot by a sniper because Liam Neeson takes the thing, and then the sniper's like, okay, that's not him. Because like they can't see visually, they see through like infrared type of deal. Okay, but the sniper's still watching. So what, was Patrick Wilson just going to shoot, boom, 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 shoot everybody? I'll just tell him that you shot him. But the sniper's looking the whole time through infrared. He would see infrared, a guy, boom, 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 boom. Wouldn't that sniper have something to say about it? And wouldn't people be like, wait a minute, you just shot everybody. Or, hey, what happened here? Like, was Patrick Wilson really thinking he was going to get out of it clean? He's not the main bad guy, but he's sort of one of the bad guys. And it's like Patrick Wilson's character's not really thinking this through. This is not really a smart decision. Like, I'm sure there's other smarter ways you could have ended, the movie. And then when Liam Neeson comes out, they're like, the FBI who tries to get to the witness goes, we arrested the 3 men outside your home. I'm like, what? Like, how do you do that so quickly and so easily? Like, it seemed very easily that his family's safe now. And that's what I mean, like, there's certain logical things I'm like, wait a minute, like what's Patrick Wilson's thinking's going to come out of this fine and dandy? And then, like, wait a minute, they arrested the 3 men outside your home, outside Liam Neeson's home. Were the FBI watching his home the whole time too? Or when they heard what was going on, did they go over there? There was no commotion? Again, that's a bit it's a bit iffy, confused, like, It was a bit poor screenwriting. Poor screenwriting. I mean, honestly, it could have ended on the train. There's no reason why it could have just not ended on the train. I mean, technically it's on the train, but I mean with the train still going. I mean, did you really need a train derailment? No, not really. You could have just had some people get on the train, Liam Neeson has to fight him or something, or shoot him or something. Like Nonstop. Like Nonstop didn't have to end with the fucking plane literally crashing. And when Nonstop, it ended with the plane, it ended. Like here, I mean, that's the weakest part of the movie. That's why I'm talking a little bit more on it. But it doesn't kill the other hour and change I was enjoying the film. And it's not so horrible like I heard the ending to Upgrade. I heard the ending to Upgrade is this lame bullshit downbeat ending, and I'm like, fuck that. I'm not seeing Upgrade now. So fuck that shit. Or, other movies. I didn't say what it was, so don't get pissed at me. I'm just warning people. It wasn't something like that. It's just, it's a flawed, sequence. But it's a nice little moment that he has with his family, Liam Neeson has with his family, and Sam Neill offers his job back. And I like the little thing where he has a face-to-face with Vera Farmiga. It's like, you were talking about that one little thing. Oh, what's that? And Liam Neeson shows his badge. So he's back on the force. And, I don't know, I like that, he sort of gets the one-up on the girl. The girl doesn't get away. That one little thing. What's that? Shows her the badge and smiles like, you're fucked. So, and I don't know why it's Liam Neeson on top of a train. That never happens in the movie. I think what happened here was a case of bad advertising. The Commuter sounds like a fucking drama that would star Tom Hanks. It's a sequel to The Terminal. It's The Commuter. So the posters, whether it be this one or the other one, there's another one where sort of just Liam Neeson standing there, and there's like The Commuter, but then it's like different colors, like behind the words. And the teaser did nothing for me. So I will say, this was a case that, for me, I can only speak for myself. That's what people don't realize. When I talk in reviews, of course I'm speaking for myself. Who the fuck else am I going to speak for? Why the fuck else would I speak for someone else? It's only going to be my opinion, so no shit. But it's weird you have to stretch that out. Stress it out. Well, and stretch it out, as I'm doing right now. But I will say this is a case where the marketing was shitty, and the movie wasn't that bad. Again, I liked the film. It has a flawed ending, flawed finale, but I still enjoy the film. I still really like Liam Neeson's character performance. It made me intrigued to see what would happen next on the train. I will admit, I actually didn't catch who the witness was. I will admit it got me. I didn't expect that person. I did have me interested to see how Liam Neeson would get out of this situation. I thought it was directed very well. Stylish. Some familiar faces. Nice seeing Sam Neill in there, even though it's for a little bit. Would have been nice to see more of him. Because I like Sam Neill. You know, Patrick Wilson, Jonathan Banks, among others. And there's some nice, like, yeah moments. And it kept moving at a pretty decent pace. And I enjoy this much more than the Taken sequels. Run All Night, I couldn't get into because I thought the premise should have, everyone coming out of the woodwork to chase him all night, hence Run All Night. I don't think it was as exciting as the premise seemed like it would be. And Joe, who the fuck was the guy from RoboCop? Joe Kinnaman? Joe Tin Idea what Kinnaman? Almost got confused with Jai Courtney. I didn't hear him for, I think he's a poor actor in that movie. Unknown was just, I don't know. Maybe that's the film I need to watch again, but I wasn't too impressed the first time. I don't know if I hated it, but it's like, eh. But, if you don't like the film, that's cool. You don't like the film. I just disagree. I enjoyed the flick. Maybe you won't like it, but I think if you enjoy Nonstop, I think it's worth a watch for that. Again, this could have been a sequel to Nonstop. It really could have. Maybe it would have been more successful if it was labeled Nonstop 2. Made more sense than the fucking idea would make more sense than Speed 2. But anyway. Thanks for watching. Take care. And we will see you later. Bye-bye.